Hello everyone, it's so good to see you again. So today I'm going to make Brussels sprouts with green peas. We're going to add a little mushrooms and we have some little shallots in there. So it's going to be really good. So come on to my kitchen and let's get started. Okay, so here we go. We have our Brussels sprouts here, if y'all can see these. I've kind of washed these already, and I've cut the little bit of the root off, and I've peeled the outside off just a little bit to get some of that dirt. And I've washed them, of course, but got some of that dirt. And then over here, I've got some mushrooms that I'm going to saute with these shallots that I'm going to chop. And here are green peas, and here's the rest of Brussels sprouts I got to do. And I'm going to actually add a little bit of black garlic. So this is black garlic that I make. And if you want that recipe, you can go back and look at how to make black garlic. I have a video regarding that. But you don't have to use garlic. This recipe doesn't really call for garlic. I just like to have that flavor. And you can use regular garlic. You'll just saute them with the garlic with your shallots. All right, so first of all, I peel them off, and then I've been chopping them in half like this. So that's what I've been doing. That's what we're going to do first. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to stop a minute. I'm going to finish chopping these up, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, my Brussels are all chopped in half. Everything is good. So I've got probably about 6 to 8 cups of boiling water here, just enough to boil these. So what I'm going to do is put them in there a minute. And after a minute, I'm going to put in my English peas. And I'm going to cook them probably about 5 minutes or so after that until they're tender. So make sure it's tender. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to get started with that right now. And then in about a minute, so I'm going to look at a minute now, about 4:02, well, that's my time. Then about a minute, I'm going to actually add my English peas here, or my green peas. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, now I'm going to put in my frozen peas. It's been about a minute, so I'm going to add them to the Brussels sprouts. So if you want to come over and look at this, we're going to add them in and get all of them in there. I'm going to stir that a little bit. And then I'm going to let that cook again, probably 5 to 6 minutes to everything is tender. The Brussels have to go a little bit ahead because they're a little tougher. Okay, the Brussels and peas are cooking. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to saute my mushrooms and my shallots. So as you know, I chopped the shallots kind of long ways there. We're going to put them with this half a stick of butter. So a half a stick of butter in here. And so we're going to saute these. And then we're going to put it all together at the end. So bear with me. Okay, now I'm going to put my Brussels sprouts, I'm going to drain my Brussels sprouts and green peas, and then I'm going to put them with the shallots and the mushrooms. So be right back. Okay, to this, I'm going to add this to the dish here. And also, just to give a little bit of crunch, I'm going to add some nuts. So really, cashews are best. I've got a little mixed nut package here that I'm going to have, but I'm going to mix these in, let them cook a little bit more till everything's tender, about, a little time to melt together a little bit, probably about 2 minutes, and that's it. And then we'll be done and we'll plate it up. All right, so I am going to put my black garlic in right before, just to get a little heat, maybe another minute left. So I'm putting that in there for me. But now if you had the original, just regular garlic cloves, you'd want to cook them with your onions or your shallots and with your mushrooms, okay? Hey, come on in and look at this gorgeous dish. Look at the colors, all the green. I put a little bit of crumbles on there, but you can use feta blue cheese. Or what would really be good was some Parmesan, maybe a little shredded, or you could use a little sprinkle or whatever you like. But you want to salt and pepper it to taste, or what other spices you like. If you like red pepper flakes, it'll give it a little spice as well. So there's many things you can do to add flavor to this dish, even a little Worcestershire if you want, just as something to make it a little more flavorful. But it's already delicious as it is. Let me grab a little taste there. Make sure I get a Brussels sprout. A little cheese. Oops, it's running from me. Okay, here we go. That's banged up good. And this actually would be a healthy dish if you leave the butter out and maybe use olive oil instead when you're sauteing, or saute with less oil, and you'll have a very, very healthy dish. I hope y'all have a blessed time, blessed holidays, And we'll see you next time on Dr. Mount's Kitchen.